Hey everyone, my name is Antonolog, formerly known as Lemon King. I am the lead programmer on a bunch of Team Increase projects, such as obviously Friday Night Funkin' the Origami King, Violet Vantage, and Infernal Bout, which is coming out soon. And today I am joined by...
Me, I'm Ninky, the director and lead artist.
Snack.
I'm Snack. And I did the music and I wrote the story for this. I also really like Origami.
Yeah, and there's also me. I'm Magua Crunch. I did a few of the songs for this, mostly just songs that are purchasable in the shop for coins.
Nice. Welcome everybody. We're going to be doing some developer commentary, kind of just going through the mod and giving our opinions on things, kind of pulling back the curtain, letting you guys see some behind the scenes stuff. We also did a Q&A on our Twitter recently, which you can follow in the description. We asked you guys a bunch of questions that maybe you had about the mod yourselves, and throughout we will be bringing up those questions and having people answer them. So we're going to get started right now. Yeah, we did the menu. The menu was, I don't know, Ninky did it. It was really great.
Yeah, the menu. Yeah, the main menu was in the original version 1. It was sketched out like the vanilla game Friday Night Funkin' main menu.
Right, yeah.
That's like has like a sketch look. Well, for version 2, it was like completely remade to be like different.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. And then the story menu. The story menu was very, very difficult to code in originally. But I think it turned out really cool because it's kind of, even though this is the Origami King like mod first and foremost, like having the N64 kind of background and like references in this, I just thought is really cool. Actually, I mean, Ninky, since you're the director, what was your like main kind of idea for like making this mod in Friday Night Funkin'?
It was literally like grabbing the original game, like the original like 25-hour long game, and putting it in here. And I thought this was one of the few games that could work in this format, because Origami King just has I don't know, I thought the music just was it like clicked.
The music is a straight up banger.
Yeah.
And it
is,
does a
but
lot
for
of
example,
like, repeating the same section multiple times, so it was easy to translate into the Origami. Into,
That's
like,
true.
Definite.
Yeah, I mean, I remember when, like 2 years ago, Snack DM'd me from the Friday Night Funkin' modding Discord server and was like, I'm making a Paper Mario mod. Do you want to join? And I was like, yeah, sure. And then he was like, actually, there's somebody else making a Origami King mod. And I was wondering if you also want to help out with that. And I was like, oh yeah, you know what? Why not? And it's kind of crazy, just like 2 years later, that we've only released up to V2, but that's because like a lot of stuff was bug fixes and everything. And chapters 5 and 6 will come much sooner.
That original like paper mod was like never to be seen again. Probably won't ever come back ever again.
Yeah,
I remember it.
The original one was like the one that Snack wanted to do. I don't think
It was just like in the style, but it wasn't directly like paper mod. He's gonna like rewrite the style.
Right.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, Ninky's idea is so much cooler.
I joined and it was like, and I mean, originally like I thought I was just gonna help out with like a little bit, because Ninky was like, yeah, you know, we're having some trouble with like the menu, and also like Rubber Band keeps like glitching out, and I was like, oh yeah, let me do that, and then I fixed that within like a day. And then it just sort of expanded until it just got more and more complicated, but also just like ended up being a lot cooler than I think we actually envisioned at the beginning. And then of course we got Agwan for V2.
Yeah, I actually joined the team really recently. It was only a few months ago that I joined because I'm involved with Infernobout as well, which we're developing the Bowser mod. And since they did some help for that, they wanted some help for the free play music as well. So that's why I ended up joining. And yeah, I remember seeing, I remember watching the V1 version of Origami King on YouTube and thinking it was pretty cool. But I never thought much of it past that until I actually joined the team. And yeah. Now we're here.
Yeah, because
cool.
I mean, obviously, like once we keep playing, we'll talk about some stuff that changed from V1 to V2. A huge part of it being the music. But yeah, I guess we'll just get started right now so we can talk about that.
One thing I'm gonna quickly throw in real quick.
Yeah.
The menu music is not actually the composition of the main theme from the Origami King. It's actually a composition from the Green Streamer version of the Toad Town, which is like almost the exact same theme but slightly different.
Yeah, I always wondered where you pulled that.
Oh.
Because the title theme's a remix with like using like the Friday Night Funkin', like vocalists and stuff, which is like really cool.
I might actually remake that original because it's probably pretty old at this point.
It is. I mean, it is from it is from V1. So yeah.
Yeah.
We can just go through, because this is more of a commentary video, and we'll just be talking. We don't exactly need to, read the cutscene text.
But I want to voice act this Toad.
Oh, you want to voice act the Toad? We'll do that.
No, please no.
I think you've already agreed to it.
I was joking.
Oh, come on. That would have been fun.
We were waiting for it.
Maybe another time.
Fair enough.
Maybe we'll talk about the cutscenes during the Red Streamer battle, because that also has like an animated cutscene, which was fun to do.
Oh yeah.
Can I just say, as someone who has not played the original Origami King, every time I see this Toad, it looks like his head has been bitten off.
I've seen many people
oh my God.
say that it's like a hole in their head when it's a paper fold.
Yeah.
Everyone's like,
I mean,
why?
I guess it's just a perspective.
Yeah. It is a perspective thing, because I don't think it kind of it doesn't like really like, it looks like a paper fold in the cutscene, but with the sprite it looks a little more like, because it looks 2D and not 3D.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So a big
I get that, but still, it's paper, bro.
A big thing with the change from V1 to V2 is using more of like a boyfriend chromatic that is like actually from the original base game compared to like a Nyx chromatic. Which was like a big thing that, I mean, Algo, I'm pretty sure you talked about when you joined. You were like, yeah, the Nyx chromatic was like a main thing that a lot of people had issues with.
Yeah, probably mostly me actually, because I have something against that one sound font that just gets to me. I don't know what it is.
Really bad.
A lot of people really did not like it, and that was like the biggest thing against it. I just was not very experienced at the time, so I did not know how to make the chromatic boyfriend work that well. So I was like, no, I don't want to change it.
Yeah, but then like you had like somebody help you with it, and then all of a sudden it was like so many of the songs were better using the like base boyfriend chromatic.
Yeah.
And then this song bonus, this coding for this song bonus screen was the most annoying thing ever, because there were so many times where like continuing on to the next song or continuing on to the next chapter would just crash the game once the song bonus screen came up. And it took a lot of trial and error and a lot of like, I think I fixed it, and then I send it and it doesn't work, and then I think I fixed it again, and then eventually it became like a lot more smooth. And I just like how it looks so similar to the actual games, like with all the coins falling down and stuff.
Oh yeah, you guys did great work on that.
Did it also do when we ported it to Psych, or was it just a Cade Engine thing that it messed up there?
It didn't mess up on Cade Engine, but that's also another thing. Originally V1 was in Cade Engine the entire time. Which is kind of, I was also like how Snack was very stubborn about changing the music, because he wasn't very experienced with the other boyfriend chromatic. I was very stubborn about switching from Cade Engine to Psych because I had already done so much in Cade Engine. I was like, for V2, I can't move everything over again. I was like, there is no possible way. And then eventually I was like, fine, I guess I'll test it out. And I was like, actually, this is so much easier and so much better than Cade Engine. It's actually insane. But one thing that did come up that really annoyed me was the fact that the coins didn't work as well in Psych Engine. But eventually, obviously, we got that fixed. And also, you don't have in the original V1. Actually, even in the trailer, the only trailer we made for V2, there are those hold notes that like at the end have like a little glitch where it doesn't show the last hold note. Like almost like a little piece missing from it. And Psych Engine doesn't have that issue, which was honestly I think my favorite improvement.
Psych Engine is just really consistent with like inputs and the notes and everything.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing about Psych Engine. Its consistency is like much better, especially for like if you want your mod to like look a lot more polished. Going Psych Engine is usually better in that regard. The animated cutscenes. Do we want to talk about? I know Mole's not here, who also did a lot of the animated cutscenes. But Ninki, do you want to give just like a little rundown on how cutscenes kind of worked for you guys? Like, how'd you guys plan that out? And then also like making animated cutscenes such as this.
Well, cutscenes are like every one of them is made onto like a little storyboard, and there are certain ones that I tell Mole, hey, this one's animated, and you should do it in the famous JoJo's Bizarre Adventure style, which is what they all do have.
It's why they all have JoJo's like the menacing vibrating symbols.
Is that what that says?
Yeah, I think it's a menacing in.
It's menacing or something similar.
Yeah. And then like Mole would put it into After Effects or Premiere, and then give it to me as like a reference. And then all the cutscenes, these aren't video files; they're actually animated within the game itself.
To be honest, it's probably a better approach than like MP4 cutscenes, because MP4 cutscenes look a bit bad on like high resolutions.
Yeah, because like usually MP4 cutscenes are like a huge amount of not only data, but then also it's really hard for the video player to actually play them. And so you have to so then you have to cut down on the quality so like it plays like at a full 60 FPS. Also something that changed from V1 to V2, the Picnic Road and Red Streamer Battle stages are not only different, they're completely like both of them are completely different from the V1 stage.
You want to explain why?
Yeah, hang on. The first one in version 1, both Red Streamer and Picnic Road share the same background, because I wasn't experienced like at all in doing Funkin style, and what I did was to basically copy the rivals of either Origami King like background that they did, because I just have like no fucking idea. And then it occurred to me that maybe we should like remake it. Was it
copied or traced from the was it traced from the original game?
It was the layout, like the layout or outline per se was traced, and all of it, coloring, etc., copied, essentially. And then when Dan said, my god, this Red Streamer is giving me a fucking headache, I don't remember why, I said, okay, I'm just gonna remake it.
Yeah, no, I really love how the new stages look. I think they turned out really well.
This is sort of related, but I love how the streamer battle songs in this game are. Like, in general, they just sound so good.
Yeah.
Like, I barely know anything about Origami King, but one of the few things I've seen in terms of like gameplay on YouTube is just these songs. I listened to the soundtrack a bit, and it's so good.
Yeah, the sound. I mean, that's like the main reason for making it. Also, something that I literally never noticed until V2, because Ninki and Mole love to make these cutscenes and hide whatever the fuck they want in them. the crab rave, the top of the tower, has the words crab rave written on them.
Wait, I never
that
noticed
was the
that
most
either.
I didn't even notice that until, and then also I just noticed there's an Among Us on the left sign.
Yeah,
This
just
one?
Yeah, the one from
keep
before.
your eyes peeled out because they like doing stuff a lot.
There are like 20 different Among Us's. There's a Goku. There's so much. Like this mod is obviously very polished, and we don't include. There was one commenter on the community games video for this that was like, finally a mod that doesn't have cursing in it. But then you just see like there's so many shit posts in this too, which honestly I just love.
Me too.
I mean, you're also gonna see there's an Among Us balloon, and also an Among Us sign. There was a lot of Among Us, and then like when V2 started, I was like, Ninky, you can't keep adding more of these. I can't deal with finding new ones every time I'm testing.
It took me forever to realize that the sign did say Among Us, because that just kind of looked like normal, like Paper Mario like text.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it does say Amogus. I never noticed that.
Also, the completely redone not only pencil animations but some new mechanics.
Yeah.
Ninky, do you want to talk about how why pencils floats the way it does?
What, the like colored pencils or the little like pencil little ghosts?
Yeah, well, originally in V1, I remember you made the colored pencils normally, and then you realized, I was supposed to make this a ghost. So then you applied like a ghost filter to it and had me move it up and down like with programming.
Yeah, and it just kind of works. Like, yeah. Sure.
I mean, it works because then when we went back in V2, you redid all the animation, so it looks more in line with it floating. But the reason it was redone from V1 was because this is just a normal colored pencils with a ghost filter put over it.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't originally made intentionally.
You can actually still see the original colored pencils in the chapter selection.
Yeah,
it's like to the left.
Yeah.
So you can still see still the idol. But there it is.
Same with there was a new idol made for Rubber Band too, because we wanted to keep it like a secret that Mario had already defeated the Rubber Band. So it was in its like less like more disheveled form.
Yeah.
More accurate to the actual design instead of like taking it. Also, I just forgot to mention that I also like rewrote every single cutscene for this. It was.
Oh yeah, actually, one of the questions from the Twitter was, so while you were rewriting the cutscenes for obviously just like, more structure and things such as that, like better like sentence structure, did you keep anything in mind with boyfriend's personality or maybe like the other characters?
That's a tough one because really, technically, boyfriend is kind of just mostly just going along with like the adventure, so he doesn't really have much to like say or add, especially when he can't really say much or add much because we were insistent on using the beat boots for everything.
Yeah, which in my personal opinion is how boyfriend should talk in cutscenes. But I know it's not Snacks.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, I've kind of changed my opinion. I feel like he probably should regularly talk, but but yeah, I think like mostly just one thing I actually thought of, I treat boyfriend's voice kind of like the Star Wars franchises treats R2-D2. Some people understand him. Sometimes he says really long things or some short things that mean longer things. Some people don't understand that for comedic effect. That was just kind of my like mindset when going into it.
Yeah. I mean, in Disco Devil, the cutscene for that, the DJ Toad has no idea what he's talking about.
That's just because I had no idea what to write there, and I needed to include him at least something. But it worked out.
So I'll switch to the plumber skin, but another question from the Twitter was actually if we're ever gonna make Mario playable in one of the scenes.
That's
well, not really.
Maybe.
No.
No?
Five and six. I mean, honestly,
Or-
the whole thing was really planned out from. Like a lot of the general idea was planned out from the beginning, and then the more we get into the like once Ninky and Mole start drawing the cutscenes, like first Ninky and Mole draw the cutscenes, and then Snack creates kind of the story to go along with them. But like I think most of the cutscenes have been planned out since V1.
Yeah. Or no,
Yes.
most of the general like structure of like what's gonna be the songs. Like we know what's gonna be like, like which parts to represent in the story.
Yeah, 'cause
That's been like, planned out from like day one, I think.
the hardest thing to really do is squeeze a 25-hour game into essentially eventually probably going to be like around a 2-hour mod.
Yeah.
So we had
It's sort of feasible with the first and second chapter, because Mario has already been there, and he has already done everything. So Boyfriend just kind of
Chapter
goes.
3 too, because we got to skip so much just by making him come on like the moment they enter the temple.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. But now for the rest of the chapters is harder to squeeze.
Yeah,
I
could definitely tell that we were kind of struggling with 4 because that cutscene is stupid long.
There were so many cuts. I think chapter 4 doubles the amount of cutscenes that 1, 2, and 3 had like combined.
Yeah, but like chapter 5 and 6, it should be like returned to like a general like shorter cutscene structure.
Yeah, most surely they are shorter.
Yeah,
I think something that's really great is when we added the shop, we can take those songs that otherwise we wouldn't be able to do, and put them into actually put them into the mod. Which I just realized I skipped Toad's BBQ, so we'll do that after the second one. Oh, and
another thing that the shop is kind of cool for. Hang on. Yeah. Another thing that the shop is kind of cool for is in the story mode. It was already planned out that each song should have its own character. Like no song repeats a character that was already used. Right. But the shop doesn't really follow that, so we can just reuse like sprites and chromatics, which is way easier.
Yeah, one thing that has been crazy, and honestly, I don't really think I've seen a lot of people point out is we never once reuse a character or a background in like the main story now, which is a lot for sure, because like essentially it's like it's multiple weeks, but it's like 3 weeks squeezed into one chapter in terms of like art and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Arguably, we do kind of reuse the Disco's Devil thing, but we just kind of slightly changed with the background characters and like the door being open.
That's true.
But,
but still, that's extra stuff that needed to be drawn.
Yeah,
that's probably like the only exception, because for everything else, there's just brand new assets for everything. It's kind of insane.
Right. And then this next mechanic was very... for me it was very fun to code, but it also was a lot of trial and error when it came to, because you're essentially taking something that's primarily a rhythm game and then adding this dodge mechanic going down a rapids. So something fun with coding. Coding is essentially just tricking people into thinking you did something. It looks like that the Gondole Toad and boyfriend and girlfriend are all going down the rapids in like this boat, but actually they're all staying still. What's actually changing is the background. The background's moving back and then repeating. Which is almost just like a trick, because while it looks like they're going down the rapids, in reality they're kind of staying in place and it's the background moving. So it's just something that, tricking the eyes of people into seeing something that's not actually going on.
And the Rapids itself, you could probably already tell, but the Rapids is actually a sprite sheet. It's not even
Yeah,
moving.
yeah.
Mhm.
I actually like how in V2 we kind of upped the. I almost miss because I was talking, doing
Nice.
the gameplay, and also trying to avoid these freaking logs. Yeah,
one thing I do
I'm
say
glad that
about
we
the
updated
song-
the sprite sheet for V2 to be like a more high quality kind of version of it. Because before it was the same, it was just we like reduced the sprite sheet's quality a lot.
Yeah.
And also, I love how the Mario skin is a little star that pops up,
Mhm.
which is like a nice little addition.
Oh yeah.
When the reason why the Gondole Toad does not have a voice at all is because this was before we had like a good sounding Toad chromatic, and
Mm-hmm.
I was like, how am I supposed to do this? So I just like decided to keep it the same, since it kind of worked in a way with the song.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll
I
probably-
still think it works.
I'm still, as I mentioned, I probably am gonna remake like still like a few songs for V3 or like the final update.
Hmm.
Just like small, not the entire thing again. No heck no.
Some
Please
actually,
no.
some songs use like for example in Elastic Entertainer we reached out to Juno songs and we got like Yap and we also got Yape and then
Yape.
we got Yape and then also Juno helped record some voice lines for both Elastic Entertainer and Shifty Sticker. But is there one of the Twitter questions was, is there a reason why all the songs are just covers?
That is for, I can actually say that there's two reasons for that. Reason
Yeah.
A was kind of just to highlight how, because like Origami King music is great, obviously,
Mhm.
but like with this, we would like kind of can't talk. The main focus of the mod is to like get people to like play Origami King in that with that kind of sense, or like appreciate it a bit, So it's just been kind of
Yeah.
like shafted by the community.
Yeah.
Or the normal Mario community, not like anyone else. But and also the second reason is because we didn't have a lot of people to help out make music, so we could not make original songs for 6 weeks.
Yeah,
Mm.
like that's
And
like a
I'm not that-
huge, that's like a huge thing that I feel like a lot of people don't really realize is like doing 6 chapters worth of songs, all original and all trying to somehow be better remixes than the Origami King soundtrack is just a lot to undertake.
Yeah, it really is a huge task, honestly. It's something that I noticed while I was working on my free play things. Like the first song that I started making was Blue Streamer Battle, and I was not really aware that, you were supposed to do the whole thing where you use the instrumental from the original song and just add vocals to it. So I started making my own. I mean, we're not at Blue Streamer Battle yet, but I guess I can mention this. But yeah, I was making my own instrumental for it, and then I realized how much of a pain that is because the songs from Origami King are already so high quality. You just can't top them. It's too hard. They're already too good. That song is kind of like the only. I don't know if there's any other songs that follow that pattern. But for Blue Streamer Battle, it has like an additional instrumental because since I had already started work on that, I just added it on top of the actual thing and it worked.
Yeah, something I'm actually happy about with V2 is a lot of the songs aren't just purely covers. There are little things added to it, like for example, Juno Songs' voice for a lot of the Legion of Stationary. And then also, the thing you mentioned about the new instrumental in Blue Streamer Battle, which obviously we'll get to soon. But I love the little rap part.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we'll get to that. But yeah, it's just I don't know. It's just the music's already too good. There was no way. I love Juno's work in this, by the way.
And also doing
I had a lot of fun with that.
Yeah.
Trying to get like, especially because like the Elastic Entertainer is such a bombastic person or character.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm
and
like, I
think
have to do another voice line than normal.
everything really captured that, like the story writing, the cutscenes, and like the actual sprite itself.
I will say, the cutscenes for this Last Entertainer are probably my favorite ones to write. I don't know if that was obvious, like just how it was.
The part where the lights come up and it's like this is my new show. Like you and girlfriend will sing for your combined freedom. Is like I think my favorite line in the whole mod.
It's actually the few. I changed almost every single line in the rewrite, but that entire part I did not change at all. Which is like, I'm really happy with it.
Yeah.
I just want to say I love it when people portray girlfriend as this really powerful character who's also like oblivious to everything, because that's basically what they do in the base game.
Yeah.
Sorry.
This is also a great this is a great addition just because of the new background. Minky, do you want to talk about all the references? You good, Minky?
Hello?
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you want to talk about the references with
fuck, my internet went out for a second, sorry.
It's all good.
Alright. Since this was a bonus song, I was like, I can do like whatever in the background. It's fine. Doesn't really conflict with the story. So I wanted to include like little mod cameos.
Yeah.
Other mods do. I think it's kind of cool. But doing them with a little like Toad outfit, I think it's kind of cute.
Yeah, and then also you have like the original like 5 people who started working on this in the background. You have my old character too, Lemon King there, and then you also have you, Mole, Doodles, and Snack.
Just like that. Yeah. I really wanted to include that because I just thought it was like a really neat little jingle. That actually does have a slightly different instrumental than just the actual song, considering how low quality the actual song is in the game. Because it's supposed to be like a cheesy little thing that plays on the speaker.
Right.
Like, I had to like add a few instruments that make it sound a bit nicer when it played as an instrumental.
Which was really cool.
And here's the bass song, I think.
Oh yeah, so since this is the song that I mentioned before that I added pretty much an extra instrumental to. Oh, there's also this.
Yeah, the rapping part is my favorite. Also, I find it so funny how later you make the folded soldiers do the rap.
Oh yeah, I'll give Ninky the full credit for that idea because I was in a VC while making that, and he was the one that suggested it. It worked perfectly.
I know. What did you What did you use for the chromatic for them rapping?
Or for the paper sounds?
Yeah. Is it just paper?
It's literally just paper. I literally just looked up on YouTube like paper sounds or something, and I downloaded it with like a YouTube downloader thing. Threw it on SliceX, that FL Studio plugin for like chromatic scales, and just pressed the chopping button, and just copied over the notes from BF, and it worked.
Amazing.
It was that easy.
It just sounds like it's paper crumbling.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, that was the idea.
Also, the freaking lost sign. I just.
yeah.
Again, I can't believe Minky and Mole. The amount of stuff that was in here.
I'm kind of glad I added like an instrumental to this because it let me do this proper ending instead of fading out.
It's so cool.
That was a big challenge, just having to end the songs that are supposed to loop until you finish the battle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like all of them actually ended very well.
Yes, definitely. Fade outs aren't
I
that
realized
bad.
that like fading out with the thinking thinking version of it was probably like the best for battle themes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, it's the best
Yeah.
approach, I'd say.
Yeah, using the thinking themes was very smart.
when I like, especially when looping, and I needed to do something different for this loop,
Mhm.
and like I would make it like either less with like the turning of the singing theme, or like making it more by adding the regular battle theme. Yeah, you have a lot more flexibility than just like a simple cover of since that is a thing that exists.
Hmm.
Press F
Yeah.
to pay respects, everybody.
I'm so mad at Nikki for changing the fact that he doesn't trip on it and curse the creator. Like, come on, that was amazing. He
It's
doesn't
supposed
know
to
what
be
happened.
sad.
He doesn't know.
No, but no, it's sad music, no, man. Man.
Just sad music plays and he goes like and curses the creator. It's just so funny.
Yeah, but it's sad. It's not funny.
I always find it funny, like, seeing people play this mod without having played the Origami King first, and like just not understanding what's going on in that moment. But real people know. Real people know.
Real ones.
People
real
know.
ones.
It was funny to watch 8 Houser playing this.
Oh yeah. 8 hours of stream of this was good. I felt so bad when he crashed at the end of Shifty Sticker. I was like, no. that he had to replay the whole thing. I mean, we kind of did it similar because there was another person who like was like kind of like my favorite, one of my favorite reactions to the mod, Divergent Wiz. And then I was like, why don't we give him like another early preview? Because I was like, I mean, he was really hyped when the first one came out, and he was like, I'm sure he would like to see the second one almost like a year later. Also, it all started with Yellow Streamer Battle, actually.
Yeah, this. I was about to say this background.
This background is the first one, which I'm sorry, it's actually very, very good.
It somehow still holds up in a way.
Right?
Yeah. Kind of the background and the. Oh, I just remembered this. This whole. I mean, not this mod, but the Olivia song, or like better said, the background or the idea for a Olivia song. It all started with a mod back then that was made in Modding Plus. Does anyone remember Modding Plus?
Yeah, modding plus
Holy
was
shit.
crazy.
Holy shit.
That was so
It
long
started
ago.
there. Yeah, it started with that, but it was a Origami King song.
Yeah,
But that's where also the idea of Origami Girlfriend came out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sprite also was like there too, right? That's not been changed either, right?
I think no,
I forgot
didn't.
about that.
I think actually, the original one with just Olivia in Scorching Sandpaper Desert,
Yeah.
used a different version of Girlfriend, but like a much like flatter version. Like this one is much more 3D. Something that didn't hold up from this song was the fact that it wasn't Yellow Streamer Battle originally. It was the copyrighted
wasn't.
Vocaloid song Roki.
Yeah.
And then also the charting.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, obviously the charity was made by me, and it shows.
I like the Olivia chromatic. It was much better than the weird like synth I did.
Olivia seems very happy when singing it, which I like. Also, this image is one of my favorite cutscenes ones.
The toad and like the boyfriend. It's also good.
Mhm.
one thing about this scene, when I first watched this mod on YouTube before I joined the team, I always thought it was such a dark thing that like this whole scene is just kind of dark. How you're like not your girlfriend's not going back to normal and BF gets all sad.
Yeah.
But then Ninky had to go on and add the meme. I'm so mad at Ninky for changing the fact that he doesn't trip on it and curse the creator. Like, come on, that was amazing.
Just sob.
I know.
Still sad. Come on.
We all know how it's gonna end. Unless you don't, in that case, you're just gonna have to wait.
I wonder what'll ever happen. So
These are JoJo poses, right? These are
yeah, the JoJo poses
Yeah.
are so good.
Yeah, these are the pillar
Man.
toads.
Yeah. So another question that's actually on the Twitter was, how many songs are planning to get a mechanic. And as of right now, I think we at least want to have each Legion of Stationary have its own original mechanic, which is something we managed to do by giving a mechanic to Elastic Entertainer and also the colored pencils.
Yeah.
I guess it's only fair since they're supposed to be like major bosses. So
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. We could also like do it to just all the boss characters in general, maybe. But we'll see, because it'll be hard to come up with like one of the future ones. That'll be hard.
Also, some little knowledge. The sound that is made when the hole punch like shakes the room, I actually pulled from the hit sound effect from Undertale.
Oh.
And then I pitched it down and then added reverb to it.
oh my god,
Oh fuck.
that's why it's hard to tell.
I don't even think you guys knew that.
It was
I never knew that.
I do.
That it was like an already one that was in Deltarune. That was like sounds like that. I just kept my finger on it.
Yeah, this is also one of the longest cutscenes. We have a bunch of long cutscenes, which honestly I kind of like, because there's a lot of cover, so it was kind of necessary. But then also I like how all the characters are written.
Remember when Chapter 3 had the longest cutscene?
Oh yeah,
Those were the time.
we were like, I think originally we were like, we need to cut down on the amount of dialogue. And then once Chapter 4 hit, we were like, you know what? Let's just go all in.
You know what?
You know what? Never mind.
Never mind.
I will say it kind of works since this is supposed to be like the big adventure. Like usually with FNF mods, when they have a bunch of dialogue, you get bored. But since there's all like illustrations and things that always change the base, it doesn't really get repetitive, in my opinion.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, because it's not just dialogue.
Yeah, exactly. There's like a lot of people. There are like cutscenes every 5 or so dialogue lines, so it keeps it fresh. It actually feels like it actually feels like they're logically getting from like one place to the next, and that's why there's so much dialogue.
Yeah. Thing is, with Chapter 4, we had made some big jumps when it comes to like which ones we represented. Yeah. So when we had to go from like the docks to Velomender Tavern, that's like a majority of the chapter right there that we just had to skip through.
Yeah,
we skipped through in one cutscene.
Represented in like one animated cutscene.
Yeah.
And it's still the longest chapter. It's crazy.
Yeah, literally.
It really showed me that how much actually does happen in this game.
Right, yeah, there's a lot.
Main story is like 25 hours, so imagine.
And this was my favorite animated cutscene to do. Like have them all like flying up into the air.
Oh.
Oh, I found it. I found the Goku. Let's go.
Wait, there's a Goku in this one too?
Yeah, look on the right.
Wait, there's also
Oh my god!
Wait,
I see him!
Wait, where's the red circle? Oh wait, I see it. I see Goku. There's also an Among Us right in like the middle left of the hole punch. It's a green one.
Oh yeah. Oh no.
I swear to God, every time I find new Among Us's hidden in random places. This is the one with this is like the least intense mechanic, but at the same time I love the having boyfriend's face be hole punched.
The least intense because it was like the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can imagine it took a lot of effort, right? Because it works for every single skin.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Having to go into, I'm pretty sure Mole did all the different boyfriend skins, right? Yeah, so like having to go in and putting that all into, that's like where 80% of the file size comes from. Like having their every boyfriend having its own like hole punch version.
Crazy to think about. Something that like
just
not many
one
people
song.
will even like see.
Right, exactly, yeah.
Also, I think I actually kind of used the chromatic wrong. Because they're not like wrong as like it's bad, but like the fact that it was supposed to be a lot higher pitched voice.
For
I kind of like
boyfriend?
for Hole Punch.
Uh,
Like the voice itself is probably supposed to be higher an octave, but I kind of like the way it sounded, like at this way it sounds right now. So I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm just gonna keep that.
I think it sounds good.
Yeah, I like how it sounds.
It works pretty well.
Also, I'm glad you gave in the original F3 demo we made.
Oh yeah.
Boyfriend had the harder part of the Disco Devil song towards the end. And then in the V1 we made it so Boyfriend didn't had the easier part. And then we gave Boyfriend back like an original hard part for V2.
Yeah, a lot of people were saying like, man, I
That's
want to do
cool.
like Disco Devil's part.
Yeah.
Too easy.
I just kind of like charted like multiple different. Like I gave him like doubles in that part because it was like, ooh, he's like bigger and like did more notes and stuff, you know.
Uh-huh.
But I'm like, for this one, I'm like, maybe I'll just like have him do the easier part while Boyfriend does like pops off a little bit for that.
Yeah.
I'm actually glad we opted for the harder one because it's important to have like a difficulty progression sort of thing.
Right, yeah.
And with this
Which is
mod
really
specifically, it's kind of hard to do. I think that's what you were about to say, Snack,
Yeah.
right?
Especially when they're
It's
all
like-
like existing songs with existing melodies that you have to program in.
Yeah, that's a
Luckily-
major issue, but yeah, we can get around that with a few clever methods.
One of the funny
Luckily,
things,
like the songs themselves do get more intense and faster as the actual boss progression goes, so it will be actually harder.
oh yeah, Shifty Sticker was insane. One thing I liked was that the Shy Guy that Discrete did was that it started off slow and the charting speed suddenly like goes up to faster.
I really like that actually.
Same.
I saw someone playing this mod. I forgot who it was, but they were so glad that it sped up. Like they saw the start of the chart being so slow.
Like, oh no.
Yeah, that's also why like a lot of like we could really only do like the more fast-paced songs. Like I forgot did we remove we removed Autumn Mountain. Like originally we were gonna do Autumn Mountain. And then we replaced that with Purple Streamer Battle after Chapter 4 because Autumn Mountain is just a much slower song, so it doesn't really, when you're thinking about like the fast-paced like Friday Night Funkin' like rhythm kind of game, it doesn't really work as well.
Let's just say it was more boring than playing Bo Peep-O.
Basically.
Yeah, that sounds
But it would-
awful.
When it's at that point, maybe it should not be included.
Yeah.
Kind of a shame because the song is like amazing.
The song's
Yeah, it's
beautiful.
really
It
good.
just doesn't
It's-
translate as well to when you're trying to get like two people to sing stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. On a different note, I really, really like this song. Probably my favorite
Yeah.
on free play.
Again, it's just like the amazing. It's like I love like the mix of like. It's a really good instrumental, and then just like the voices. The voices fit so well with it. Actually, a lot of people were wondering if the chromatics and FLPs are ever going to be released for these.
I'm actually very hesitant on releasing one of the chromatics because it's technically the chromatic of a later character.
Oh
So,
yeah.
Yeah.
But most likely once the whole thing is done. Oh I I completely forgot that it just starts off. Probably once like the whole thing is done, then all that music stuff will come out. And then also a lot of people keep asking for the what are they, FLAs, the Adobe Animate files. We don't have those. They're not done in Adobe Animate.
No, they don't. They literally don't exist.
I mean, unless you want the FLA for the BF skins. I
Yeah.
think those do have FLAs.
Those are the only ones that could be done, but they still use the boyfriend like base.
Yeah. Everything else is done in freaking Procreate, which I don't know how you.
Yeah, it's done on
Freaking
Apple
iPad.
Procreate. Yeah, with my iPad that has 2 gigabytes of RAM. It's like literally a tomato.
I feel like
But you know, I manage.
if you got like a whole drawing tablet, you would like pop off.
No, he already does.
Oh yeah, he does. Nikki's art is the best.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
And I could learn anime, but you know we would like lose time trying to get back on that. And I've heard Adobe Anime is a fucking nightmare. So
I mean,
no
honestly, like this is all like the sprites are already amazing. I mean, they look fully like, you know, like flesh with the base game, which I mean everybody's asking
Yeah.
for FLAs because they think they're FLAs, but they're not, which is really impressive.
Yeah.
that's true. You can kind of see they get a little blurry sometimes because they're not made in vectors
Yeah.
like in anime. They get a little blurry sometimes, but that's all.
But I think it's not that noticeable
Nah.
compared to like maybe other ones you may see where it's like a lot more blurry. Because you have to make them, you can't scale them, and so like you have to hope
Nope.
that the size you're making them is like a good enough size.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Since
only got
we-
only 2 misses. That's not too bad for me talking at the same time.
Yeah, since we
One
just
minute.
finished Max Power, I just want to say a few quick things about it.
Oh yeah.
I made the vocals
Yeah.
for it in like 20 minutes. I'm not even joking. And
Understandable.
it worked.
The ultimate
And also,
spin.
one thing I've noticed is that everyone gets caught off guard by the countdown being so early. Like, everyone misses on that, I swear. And fair enough, it is really fast. That's actually something that I asked, I asked Anton to include.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Honestly, yeah.
I like it.
It works. Hey, yeah, it works because of how the song like starts, you know. But at the same time, it is kind of disorienting. I get why people miss on it.
Right. Yeah. No, I like when you when you originally told me to do that. I was like, I mean, yeah. I mean, I've already done it for I've already done it for
No,
Infernal Bout, and
it's
that's
fine
all
if
I'll
you
say
say it.
about that. I'll say I've
No,
already
yeah,
done it for Infernal
it's fine if you
Bout.
say it because the Twitter preview actually has that. So.
Yeah. So I'd already done it for Infernal Bout, and I was like, oh, I mean, I might as well. I'll see how it how like it actually sounds. And I was like, and like after I added it, and I was like, this is such a cool like addition.
Yeah. I really like it when mods do things like that.
Yeah. And then this is the chapter that took an entire well, obviously like the actual chapter itself didn't take an entire year, but it took an entire year.
No,
to
not
come up
really.
with, like this kind of part of it.
Yeah.
And then T.O.'d Frozen in Ice is such a funny reason to add Monotoad.
Yeah, it was funny for some reason. I guess Mol just looked at it and said, yeah,
Yeah.
it's funny enough.
Monotoad is great.
The
I
amount of
also
times.
have a lot of fun writing for T.O. because he's like a funny, bombastic pirate.
Yeah.
However, he's not that bombastic in the games, actually. He's a lot like
he's actually
calm.
really reserved. He's like extremely reserved.
Yeah, but I don't know. It was like kind of fun this way.
I think it fits more with like a pirate's kind of character.
I don't think he
Yeah.
really was a pirate in the original one either. He's just kind of like an old toad.
Yeah, but like giving him that.
Not
like,
really, because he has a sub, not a ship.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
That's the cool thing about the mod, honestly, because we can just change some of the characters and how they act because
Yeah,
it is
yeah,
like our own interpretation
Oh,
of the
yeah.
story.
Yeah, Olivia, for
The other
example.
thing have that
Olivia has
have
a completely
that, like,
different design.
presence as
Mhm.
Sid gave them.
Hmm?
And I talked over everyone.
No, what were you,
Oh,
sorry, what
sorry.
were you saying?
I said in the original game he also doesn't have that much of a presence as he gave him here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So like, I could really have fun with that. Because like we also need have Olivia give Olivia someone to talk to.
Right.
Yeah, explain some stuff. That was one reason.
I actually realized how much text this is now. Like going through it.
Yeah, this is probably by far the longest cutscene, I think, right?
Yeah.
Okay, like
I think so.
we already noticed we had like a lot of dialogue. I'm just gonna go ahead and explain the entire lore of this character. I'm at it.
Oh, so the professor asks boyfriend to tell Tio to come back. So a question that everybody had, or like not everybody had, like at least 3 or 4 people put on the Twitter is Professor Toad and Captain Tio gay? Yes.
Isn't it obvious enough already?
Yeah.
So obvious.
What do we need to? I think we need to in the credits just. Oh, also, really quickly, the black pipe underneath has Ella's real written on it.
Oh my god,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
sick.
Yeah, no, literally. It's like already. I feel like it's already pretty obvious, but I guess we have to put in a credit
Amend
scroll of
it.
them aggressively making out for people to say that they're canon.
I could do that. Maybe.
Also, the nerd toad.
The nerd toad.
I forgot his name. He actually has a name, but like in the file, and like the story, I just wrote nerd. It was just a nerd emoji. I forgot his name.
Yeah.
Yeah, carrying the sub.
Yeah, it just
That's
looks like
really off
it's
the
so
ground.
funny. It looks like it's floating.
You see, Mono Toad is not in the same continuity. It's a separate reality where he lost his arms and legs from carrying that sub.
It's a combination
My
of him
God.
having like it's a combination of him having like frostbite and having to carry that sub all the time.
Yeah.
And this was also this was like a little fun thing that Ninki recommended me to do was to actually flip
Mhm.
both like boyfriend.
Was it me or was it Snack?
I thought it was you. Maybe it was.
I think maybe it was Snack actually.
I
don't
just
know.
thought it would be really, really weird if all of a sudden Toad was like on that side and Boyfriend was on that side.
I mean, when you think about it, when you think about it from like the cutscene standpoint, it makes sense because that's how they're actually like.
Mm-hmm. And like I would have said, if we would have like flipped the camera, it would be really hard because I've seen the Toad Town model. There is nothing on the other
Yeah,
side.
exactly. You can't move the camera in the original game,
Mm-hmm.
so you
There's nothing. we
you
can
have
make
no idea
reference at.
what's there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's
Is it
you know
even-
why not?
Is it even like modeled past that point in the game?
Yes, it is actually. It's modeled like pretty far out, but it's not like there's nothing that we can like reference except for like Void.
Yeah, that's fair.
He's doing a funny. What's that hand pose? I don't understand what that's supposed to be.
It's oh wait, actually, Ninki should explain.
Oh,
how,
wait.
Yeah, how the what the skin is based on.
So the skin it's kind of based on another one of my old shitty ass mods that I did in Modding Plus after a fucking nerd after a Japanese band, and the character is based on that guy that you fight there. The mod is still up in Game Banana, but it's so bad. You all have
Yeah.
played it. It's
Fine. Wait, listen.
The-
it's ass.
The charting is supreme.
Shut up.
Am I the
Shut up.
only one who has not played it?
Thank you, Agua. I love you.
What do you mean, thank
Do
you?
not-
I'm about to download it.
Anyway, please don't. Anyway, that post comes from a post that I just made up when doing the images for the Game Banana page, and I just came up with that. And Mol said, "Hey, it would be kind of funny, like since their skin is already based on the character, why don't we like pull up a pose from the character? It's super obscure and doesn't matter at all, but it's there."
It's something.
So bad.
Yeah, this is. I think this one specifically is the longest. No, the first one.
This image right here that molded is beautiful.
Yeah, no, really. Like,
This one,
I
yes.
wanted to add more to the dialogue because, like, I did not want to like waste it.
Right.
Yeah, it only shows
It
up for
was
like
just
2
one
text
line,
boxes.
Right.
Honestly,
And this one as well.
all the cutscenes made for this are so like high quality.
Yeah. I feel like I'm not doing them justice enough sometimes.
No, so some of them last like one line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I guess that's what has to happen when you're trying to get to the next song.
Yeah, it's fine.
Volumental Battle is one of my favorite songs from this, just because like the middle part is so good.
Oh, actually, did you remember that this originally we had the idea of not making it Velimental Battle?
Yeah. It was
What
gonna
was it?
be. It was gonna be the trials,
Yeah,
Oh,
it was gonna be the
that's right.
the 3 trials made into a song. Yeah.
which would have
That
been
was-
super long and also super hard to program. Because wasn't there a part where
Yeah.
you wanted like press the space bar so Mario can pull back like the thwomp that's gonna hit boyfriend?
Yeah, exactly. That another 2 mechanics that were supposed to be like representing the trials.
And I'm
It would
like,
have been
instead of
insane.
and I'm just like, instead of making a Elemental Battle a free play song, why don't we just like put it right here?
Yeah. Yeah, it works.
And it makes sense, but you know, it's not as cool. But
Yeah, it worked
Yeah.
perfectly because like this is the only Elemental left, and we're not gonna have to encounter another one for the rest of the story.
yeah.
Yeah. And also, I think it would have been funny if boyfriend was the smartest, most wisest, and bravest character.
Boyfriend was supposed to be like battling the Toad statue, and
Yeah.
Mario was like in the back doing the actual trials.
Yeah. He's just like trying to pass the time.
It would have been so. It would have been a lot of animations for Mario too.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
can I-
like the
okay.
direction too. I also like the fact that the screen shakes whenever the polar bear like stomps.
I have a suspicion you just like copy and paste the script.
Yeah, yeah.
For those of you who don't know what we're talking about, the same thing happens in Inferno Bow for Bowser.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
every time he
wasn't
stomps, the screen shakes, and we just repurposed it. Because I mean, it works here too. So
It works.
I also really like the sprites that Nuki did for the Elemental,
they're very expressive.
especially for Elemental.
Mhm.
Oh, funny boyfriend starts running out of breath. As he should.
Oh, true. An actual detail that no one catched. Boyfriend starts going out of breath.
I wrote it in the thing because I thought it would be interesting to like set it up and then for chapter 5.
Mhm.
The fact that he's just
Yeah.
like needs to go in one of the spas or
Spas,
something
yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
I love how look at how Boyfriend and girlfriend look so skrunkly in this cutscene. Like they're such like short little people.
Something about hearing you say the word skrunkly feels appropriate, I guess. But also, it's not something I expected.
Oh, part two. The payoff we set up.
I think people are not convinced enough.
I know, right? We did it both for Professor Toad and Toad at 2 different stages. I guess.
What are the questions we got? Aren't they gay?
I don't know.
Are they gay?
Like literally, like
I don't know.
the speech bubble is a blushing Professor Toad. I think we
Are
did
they,
it.
though?
We just have to make them kissing, I guess.
Yeah, we have to.
Take week covers.
See Captain Toad being
Maybe.
useless as always.
They don't call me the sea captain for nothing.
Like we said goodbye to 3 Toads in this one story.
That's the one thing that
Yep.
like it's a little sad that because we're following like the Origami King story that the Toads can't, like all the Toads can't come like with us, and we kind of have to like leave them behind.
Yeah, it was bye.
Yeah.
Because actually, in
And
the
we
original game, you kind of just like left Toad and the Captain Toad together. Sea Captain Toad. Like they were kind of just like exploring below. But since we changed that, we have to say goodbye to all 3 of them at like 3 separate times.
Yeah.
The funny tape dispenser.
It's so funny. The
I
fact
was
that
so looking forward because I love tape so
uh
much. He's my personal favorite. I have like the stationaries.
I always find it funny. I saw a bunch of people, and now I kind of notice it too. Just the silence of him rising up is so funny and like anticlimactic. I think it kind of works though to his character, because his character is just cringe.
He is
It's cringe.
That's a good way to put it, yeah.
Also, Snack, you really pulled out all the jokes on this one. Hey, you kid, I'm not
Dude, I just
tacky,
kind of
I'm
copied.
sticky.
I just copied a bunch of dialogue from
Yeah.
the games. Like it's I don't know if that's exactly what Olivia said, but there's something like that was like very similar to saying I'm not tacky, I'm sticky, which is that's mine.
Oh shoot!
Epic.
I've literally done this like more times than I want to admit. I really hope I don't. I really hope I don't die on this.
They're not
funny 'cause-
yellow anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny because before this call we were talking about if Anton would be able to FC the songs, and he was like, maybe I can't do this one, but you know, now that there's purple notes, maybe I'll be able to.
Yeah,
and then
so-
this happened.
I guess
The
we'll
first
see
thing
what'll
does.
happen. Also, just
I mean, it's a good thing they don't count as misses.
Yeah, that's
No, they
true.
don't. I kind of like
I-
that. Like I don't think hitting a bad note should count as a miss in Mechanism, because you didn't mess up with the normal chart. You just accidentally hit something that was extra.
Yeah. So I
True.
just messed up with the normal tracks. I didn't hold down the 2 notes.
Uh-oh. Boom.
I love the like the speech bubble that pops up, almost like the cutscene dialogue box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so
Shit,
much
But
that's
it's
easier.
animated.
Wait, this is so much easier. Oh my god. Thank god.
Thank God.
Oh no. No. Oh, this
Instant
is gonna
karma.
be instant karma. Instant karma.
This is probably my favorite mechanic in the game. I really like the idea.
So
It's like,
far.
you messed
It's
up.
really creative.
Now you gotta watch yourself lose notes, and I like that so much.
Yeah, it's
It's
not
pain.
like the standard like hurt note. You you hit it and like you lose health. It's like I feel like I've never seen a mod that tapes down the lane.
Me neither. Uh-oh.
Oh.
I think the reason it works so well is because, like, depending on what part of the song you're in, it could be really, like, bad.
Do you guys have trouble
Yeah.
with this? Like 1, 2. It's definitely the hardest one, but I don't know if you guys have as much trouble as I have with. Maybe I'm just colorblind. Oh my god. No! It's over for me. It's over for
You
me.
can't lose it.
Bye.
Oh. Hey, Nick, you talked about the death animation.
Yeah. Right. This is actually what was planned all along.
Worked
This was
out
the plan.
perfectly.
This is the death animation that was in V1.
I mean, there was
I
no
don't know
reason
how-
to change it. It was so smooth.
Yeah, I don't know
Also,
what
this-
people thought about it, but it's. I'll just say it straight now. It's like boyfriend gets turned into the same thing that girlfriend is,
Yeah.
but that's kind of it. I don't know. People were making like conspiracy theories as to like, whoa, boyfriend's evil now.
I think I think that was
really.
because of the hex symbol that we added to the ship.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
yeah.
That was like early
forgot to
modding,
remove it.
right? Before it
was-
was given a meaning to what it was actually.
Yeah, a bunch of mods were adding like the hex symbol.
The
which is
Yeah.
cool. Also, something cool is that how Snack kind of remixed the death music.
Oh, yeah, that was
And
fun. I really,
how it
I,
how
like,
it plays. I coded it so it plays like only one part. Like it plays one like the beginning and then starts looping a second and third part.
It's great. It's like exactly how it does in game as well, so it's like perfect.
All right.
Also, it would have been really weird if you heard the first part again, like
Yeah,
after
yeah,
sitting with it a little bit.
It's time to
Don't lose
stay
this time.
concentrated. Yeah. This is very intense.
I love the tape format. That's one I think I will release soon. It's just the tape format. It's really...
It was really smart too to take tape out of his dispenser, or else it's just gonna be a giant. Like it's so hard to animate a freaking tape dispenser.
Yeah, it looks really bad right now. It's like supposed to catch you off guard when it transforms.
It definitely does. Bro just becomes Sonic real. Shifty Sticker is such a good song.
Yes.
It just-
swing too.
Yes, I'm biased towards swing songs.
Who isn't biased towards swing songs?
There's people that don't like it, especially for FNF. I've seen people complain about swing charts.
That's probably just because some people can't chart them like me.
Nah, that's fair.
I'm not really. I'm trying my best with one song that I have to do. It's really hard to get a good swing chart.
Oh yeah, they made the it's one of the best charts for this, but it's so hard.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I guess that's kind of the point, right? Because it is a boss
hard,
fight
though,
and it's supposed to be tough.
It's the last one in this update, so
Oh my.
trust me, scissors will be harder. Scissors will be so much harder. And that's just kind of just because the nature of that song is really fast paced and like.
Oh yeah.
And we're also like, kind of the mechanic we're probably gonna do.
Oh my god, wait, I think I did it. Thank fucking
Base.
god.
Nice.
89 misses. I honestly think that's my best, run of the chart yet.
Understandable.
So we
Also,
definitely,
wait,
we definitely,
I forgot to say, wasn't the Mario being stuck down like the Deltarune reference?
Yep.
Oh, what, like chapter 1?
Chapter 2, right? With the
Yeah,
Bowser
when
being
Ro-
squished.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was like the thing, like the battle against King.
No, there's one sprite of Ralsei getting like squished.
No, yeah, I see now.
In a couple times. Yeah.
And
I
the-
love Mario's comedically large hands. And this.
the boyfriend pose.
This is I actually really like the art that was put into this, like with how the rays look and like how they're shaded and everything.
Uh-huh.
And then there's
Mhm.
ascending BF.
Yeah.
Questioning, was he only put on the floor in that previous cutscene just because he wanted to make this joke?
Yes.
There's already a lot of work done for the next chapter, I will say that.
Yeah. It's definitely definitely another huge reason why this took so long is because we also worked on We did like a 72-hour mod because that was fun. Violet Vantage.
And we're just like, hey, we could do more at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. And then like we were also like, guys, after Origami King, we can't do any more big mods. And then all of a sudden we're like, actually, never mind. We're gonna make a Bowser mod that has like 15 different songs and entire animated cutscenes and just go insane on it. So that's also another reason why both of them have been
slow. There's like
slow.
a big like losing focus and like having kind of, I guess, a little bit of feature creep kind of affected like the length of how long we worked on it.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm partially to blame for the length of Inferno Ballad because at first it was supposed to be like a simple like thing, like a main week and like 1 or 2 bonuses, and then like all of a sudden I got really excited about it and I dropped a bunch of ideas. Like I wrote, not even kidding.
Oh yeah.
I wrote like 10 different ideas down with like illustrations and stuff.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's fine. It's good. We're starting to manage. We're starting to like organize things again.
Yeah, progress is being made, which is always
like one reason why Beats was released recently is because of that. You just kind of like got back. I don't know what. Yeah. I don't know what word to use. I'm sorry.
This Mafia skin is also so cool.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I had a lot of fun doing the vocals for this song. It's one of these songs that are like so happy-go-lucky and stuff that it just makes you smile.
Speaking actually of the final update, I think the last Twitter question will be what we kind of all plan to do after this mod is over and like possibly after Infernal Bounce.
Okay. There's one project that I might start focusing 100% on after all this. But then after that, I think I might start wanting to do more original projects, maybe like smaller, like anything.
Yeah,
That's
definitely. Like obviously after this and Infernal Bout, like maybe like there will definitely be some like maybe some game jam mods, maybe some cool 72-hour stuff that will be released. But also I'm hoping that we can take some of the experiences that we learn from just making like honestly this mod is also kind of like its own full game. So basically making like a almost full game and like taking that experience and like actually making like an original game with it. I mean for me specifically like like the Friday Funkin' the Origami King was like my first experience doing like obviously I had worked as a solo programmer on other stuff before like Verse Sly. Verse Sly was like the first thing I really did where like through Verse Sly and Friday Funkin' the Origami King, that's how I learned hacks. I learned hacks through major trial and error and not knowing how to do anything. And then but like with these like now I'm very confident in hacks. Like kind of I guess a lot of other games use things like Unity or Godot or things like that, and that's something I would have to dedicate like a substantial amount of time to learning, like a brand new game engine. But definitely like some of this stuff will like how to solve problems will definitely carry over from this.
I have also kind of learned like quite a lot from like actually making music, something I thought I would never really be interested in doing. I'm like, hey, it's actually kind of fun. Can make some original stuff maybe.
I mean, you have done some more original stuff recently. It's been pretty banging. Alright, there's 2 more songs. There's Monotone and Yape. Is there anything else that people want to say before we do this?
Not exactly.
Alright.
I think I've settled quite a bit already.
Yeah. Did we miss any questions from the Q&A?
I was just about to look at that actually.
Yeah, if you guys wanna pull up some maybe other Q&A questions. Monotone is so funny. The sprites for it are so good, like too good for a shit post.
It's hard to think about Monotone for me without thinking about old Monotone.
Yeah, there was an original version of this song that used a much more loud, we'll say, like, I mean, it's on Snack's YouTube channel, but used a much louder Toad chromatic. That was definitely much more of a shitpost than what this ended up becoming.
Yeah.
Mostly because, like, you know, as like Disc pointed out, which was actually very smart, that we didn't want to like kind of ruin one, people's ears, and two, people's like perceptions of the mod. My favorite part is the jump scare being the N64 Toad.
That's the best detail about it, honestly.
I put as much as like as little as dumb as it may seem, I did put a lot of effort into that original cover.
Oh yeah, no, I'm sure. It was
Because like the way that what I used worked is that each one was individual, so I had to like have each vowel separate
mhm.
and then like manually assign them, but in like the most awkward way possible.
I've done that before. It's painful.
I love how the up sprite is a twerking Among Us.
Yeah, no, it's fun.
Just another Among Us for the books.
Once you see it, you'll never not and see it.
Yeah. I remember somebody talked about how that Divergent Wiz talked about how Professor Toad killed Toad, and that's what this is.
That's what I just retconned earlier.
Yeah.
I don't know what that would imply.
They're together, they live a happy life. Don't worry, guys.
Exactly.
One of the questions were like were regarding like other FNF characters, some of them.
No, not
like,
really.
Like, if they're like ever going to be like in the story, like we're the parents or something, they're just not in there.
No.
They're.
I mean,
You know,
Toad's Barbecue already put stuff.
Yeah, I'm
That's
talking about
I guess. Yeah, I guess.
like the canon FNF characters, like the Daddy Dearest or Mommy Dearest.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess
Yeah,
like
no,
they're
not really.
they're part of their own canon. Like I feel like I don't have much say in this because I was not in the team
Yeah.
like in the early stages of development. But at the same time, I feel like I kind of get what the gist of it is. It's like it's kind of like its own like what if boyfriend and girlfriend were in the Origami King story pretty much. So like yeah, they're not there.
Or they could be like there, but they will not have any involvement in the story.
Yeah.
So
I think they covered most of the questions now that I'm looking at it.
Yeah, which is, I mean, that's pretty cool.
yeah,
All right.
I guess now is Yape time, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna hit the
Yeah,
eye.
3, 2, 1, go!
John
There it
may or
is.
may not be followed, don't worry. We actually don't know ourselves.
This was such a funny Twitter reaction to see, just like Juno commenting under the Origami King thing, and then Ninky responding with like with Yape's idol animation. I was like, oh, so we're really doing this, aren't we? Also, Lightning McQueen bring down the House of God.
That was just perfect. It's a perfect thing.
So another thing, this Yape cover, I'm pretty sure it was actually made by Juno, right?
Yeah.
He did make it, yeah.
Which Juno's amazing.
For real. I like the funny thing. He says he bounces up and down on piano, but like we couldn't do that, so we just did like floor piano.
Yeah.
Like it makes no sense, but it's amazing at the same time.
In V3, Yape will get the biggest overhaul with 5 different mechanics and completely new sprites.
But yeah, five different faces.
5 different, yeah, five different,
Yeah.
5 different faces.
Real.
Actually, canon
Imagine
now.
Gabe expurgation. Let's be real.
Daddy Dearest was betrayed by King Ollie, so he tried to find somebody else, and he found Yape.
Where did the King Ollie gun sprites come from?
It came from you. I think most probably only Snack knows, but there's this another joke on Juno's channel that's not only Yape, but it's also Gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gun being the other missing Legion of Stationery.
Yeah, I guess it is. I guess that is where it came from.
Oh, did you make that image though, Nikki? King Olive?
Yeah,
I just
I
really
actually did.
graphic or something.
I also liked all the uh captions we added.
Oh no. Some people could barely understand it apparently in V1. What was that for?
It's kind of crazy that, yeah, this is essentially 2 years worth of work, which honestly it's been really. There are some times where it's obviously like with like a lot of FNF mods, it is a little stressful, but honestly, like the majority of it has been so much fun. Like finally, like getting it out there for like people to see is honestly like the best part.
For sure.
Definitely, yeah. It's really nice to see reactions to your mods. It's something that I always look forward to when I release something. Just like watching videos of people playing it. It's always so fun.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
even like
We don't know who made the mod.
yeah. Oh
Oh,
wait,
yeah,
actually
not
we can scroll by the credits.
I didn't make it.
Wait, I think Anton died again.
Uh-oh.
I died?
Oh.
Wait, what happened?
Ben?
Am I okay? Or
Yeah, that probably
wonder
got
if we
cut
need
off
the mod.
because your internet died. But what I was saying is, I always think it's really nice to see reactions to when people play your mods. Like every time I release something, it's like really heartwarming to see like people just appreciate the work you've done. I feel like that goes for everyone that makes FNF mods and just games in general.
yeah, definitely. Like even like mods that I'm not a part of, just like that I know my friends are on. Like for example, when the My Hero Academia mod came out that Nikki was a part of, I watched so many reactions to that because a lot of people really were like, "Oh my god, the sprites are so cool," and I was like, "I know the person who did them." But yeah, I mean that's the entire mod. Thank you guys so much for watching our dev commentary on this. V3, we'll definitely do something like this again for V3. For Infernal Bout, we'll definitely do something kind of similar for that as well. In the description, there will be links to everybody who took part in this, as well as the Team Increase Twitter, where you can follow us for more like updates on our mods or maybe future things or projects we're doing. But yeah, see you guys later. Goodbye.
Bye.
So yeah.